don't try to find out how old I am. All right? And this is the first time in our city when I reach out personally with council saying he put a resolution for the first time in the city of Medford. There will be a resolution talking about Haitian Heritage Month on Tuesday. So make sure you tune in. Well, there's a little story of me coming here. No one can say no to Darlene, all right? The mayor was kind enough to drag me into a lot of things in Medford. During COVID, she kept getting me tasks, assignment, and I was responding, right? Wendy, we worked together, June. And at that time, we started to recognize the existence of Haitian. Darlene didn't know at one moment today. I think the mayor was a city councilor when we hired a superintendent of Haitian descent. The reason I'm standing there, I told to Darlene, I don't celebrate, I work for progress. I want to see those youngsters in the audience become something greater than I ever think of becoming.
That's right.
And I will be. In 2014, Marie Cassidy, whom I sat with on the Human Rights Commission, wanted me to speak when they were doing flag raising at the high school, but she couldn't drag me. Darlene found a way she dragged me in. I couldn't get out, so we got to thank Darlene. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you to the Haitian Task Force, especially Darlene Rim, and the community of Medford, especially those Haitians who accept for me to speak with you today, as you are honoring 219 years of the existence of the Haitian flag. As requested by Darlene, I said, what do you want me to talk about? She said, you've done some meeting with us, come here and motivate our people. I will take you today on a different path to open your eyes and mind so you can reach the potential that exists within the Haitian community, right here in Medford. Individuals of Haitian origin living in Medford can no longer afford to stay behind. The Haitian way of living is shrinking day by day. Whether you're here, whether you're anywhere around the world, if you are Haitian, you have a problem. You should no longer view your studies as someone else's problem. It has grown to such a magnitude, which is now everyone of Haitian origin. That's your problem. That's my problem. That's the young one from Haiti, that's their problem. Because it's our problem in the community, we need to change that. Change is needed because everyone thinks about changing their community, but or homeland, but no one thinks about changing themselves. You gotta change yourself first before you can change anything. If you can't change yourself, you're not gonna be able to change nothing. Change is hard.
True.
But let me remind you that progress is impossible without change. Change is opportunity. With opportunity, great things happen. Great things are possible. You should be focusing on developing partnerships which can help you activate sharing ideas and messages among people of your community. The first change I'm going to share with you is to just it's on. It's on now. The first change is to enhance your current situation in the private and public sectors. We see it happening right here in Medford. This is the first time I've seen so many Haitians inside City Hall. I keep bugging this girl. I don't know. When she sees me, she don't run. I say, God, I'm blessed. She still talks to me. We need to have a better development of governance system in place. By a better governance system, I strongly believe that Haitian stakeholders to be more involved in the decision-making process. In every sector, to hold elected officials to greater responsibility and hold them accountable. Good governance rests on the twin value of inclusiveness, respecting everybody's right and responding to everybody's needs. The second change is to establish better education for individuals of Haitian origin because they are not provided with possibility to acquire new skills, progressive skills. It is true that education has improved a lot in quantity within the Haitian, but the problem with the general level of education among Haitians living here needs to be improved in quality, not just quantity, but quality. The third change to take place is that every individual of Haitian origin must find a way to participate more in the economic, political, and public spheres. You have invested a lot around here, but still there are barriers keeping you from benefiting as human beings. This investment is not fully utilized, and these barriers have a high cost to the economy, per income capita, because they prevent Haitian families from enjoying the welfare they deserve. History will show you that Haitian people of Haitian origin face economic and social obstacles that other ethnicity groups don't have to face. It's unfortunate. After careful analysis, you will realize the necessity to effectively engage every folks of Haitian origin to benefit from the economic and political system. You need and you must have a plan of action that will help pave the way for expanding our role in private and public life. Moving forward, you should be more aware of the challenges in the city, not just the city, around the world, and what the possible solutions are. Commitment, engagement, social and political participation by the leadership are critical. You guys who put together this task force has engaged in something bigger and greater than you. The other side of this equation is individual of Haitian origin is to be more involved into advocacy to identify, study, and inform policymakers of issues affecting the development of the welfare of Haitian families. The younger generation, that's your generation, wants much more than the older generation, that's my generation. Your generation is more dedicated and more aware than previous one. Here, I'm referring to Haitian generation. And hence, demands a better life, more freedom, and advanced knowledge. Maybe a few generations ago, it was best for any member of the Haitian family to stay home with the children, but today, the cost of living is higher, and the children have more demands. Yes, there are more demands for access to opportunity, access under the law, and equality of voice. I promise you someday, if Darlene allows me to share with you my viewpoint on equality, because I made a blog, I wrote a paper on it when I was in school. What needs to be done is work on the capacity building and executing institutions and to hold elected officials more responsible. Families today are smaller, and as a result, there are more problems. What's indeed is to integrate what is needed is the integration of Haitian and people of Haitian origin in all aspects of development through better and more inclusive implementation in the poverty reduction strategy in the community. Haitians can no longer be sitting at home, and society should accept it. The traditional role of an individual from Haiti is the same as any other individual from any other ethnicity, no matter where they come. Everyone living on this earth are from the same family, the human being. The future of the Haitian community is going to be very much influenced. Battery. Leave it up. Okay. Have to be very much influenced. You assemble a task force in Medford, which has been done for the first time. I can tell you I was part of the first group of Asians who started here in Medford. And you heard Darlene reading from my bio and say, when I started to utilize it, if you say the N word today, you might end up in jail on a front newspaper or something. But at the time, my N word has nothing to do with becoming a naturalization, becoming a naturalized citizen so he can vote, so he can get involved. And I have a privilege, I always said it, and I talk about it a lot when I'm speaking elsewhere. I say I live in a city where I know every single elected official. If I don't know, I walk to me and say who I am. At this key moment, what you have to do here, the task force, which has been done, that is a giant step. Your support to make this movement a possibility across the city will pay off if you keep at it. Don't just celebrate the flag today, tomorrow you forget what you want to do. Because what you're going to do is going to take years to take place. You may die, it never happened, but you have to pass it on to the next generation so it becomes reality. At this key moment in history, you have a chance to define what a real community means. Never has your commitment to core democratic value been more important. You know that there will be people among you who will do everything they can do to divide and conquer you. But the result of what you can achieve by working together are crystal clear. To surpass your objectives and sign up as many Haitian Americans living in Medford to join your coalition. So you need and must to continue your work and make this coalition an organization dedicated as a single purpose, being another voice for the Haitian community in Medford or in Massachusetts.
That's right.
I'm saying all this because you must remain committed and fully engaged, and it will take a committed core group such as you folk, the members, the ones sitting in the audience, to make it successful. Doing so will be conducted in a small, efficient operation designed to be a voice for our Asian brothers and sisters across the city. The plan is simple. You will make sure everyone knows that you exist in Medford by profiling ordinary people who are part of the Haitian community in the city. Haitian people living here are demanding and need change. Therefore, they must join your task force to help you establish an honest and accountable organization that works for and with everyone. That responsibility falls on all of us Haitian people. Whether you're a member of this club, but as long as you're living in Medford, you have to be a part of it. If your objective is to serve the Haitian people's agenda, you must honor that. Your work will show every Haitian American citizen that policy can affect real people in constructive, positive ways. I'm a product of policy and constructive things standing in front of you here. As you go into action, your community will be a window on real Haitian issues for anyone who wants to know exactly how the democratic process really works. Your task force will become a powerful lifeblood and megaphone for the Haitian community, fully committed to work with everyone willing to share your progressive values. My personal purpose has always been to edify, encourage, love, and motivate everyone of Haitian origin to be the best he or she can be. This has been my dream and my purpose of living, to work and see that people of Haitian origin transform from anything that they may have faced to the triumph of recovery and freedom by building their lives on stronger foundation. I strongly believe in a rehabilitation of how we function which include nurturing the body, the mind, and the spirit. By building self-esteem, educating, motivating, and teaching positive attitude, a person can become a healthy and productive member of any community. Notice I said the word key here, any, not just Medford. It makes me very proud to witness your vision about what you can and will accomplish in the future. Already I'm excited about what you will be doing because change will come and you will create it. Thank you so much for allowing me to come here today as you celebrating 299 years of the Haitian Flag existence to share with you great value. In conclusion, I will leave you with the following. Some of you may have heard it before. If you really want something you never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. I love that quote. I have no idea who said it, but everywhere I speak, I said it. Work harder and smarter in the recovery process, and you will become a winner. God bless you. God bless our city. God bless our community. And God bless our homeland of Haiti. Thanks for your attention.